sounds like the person to not be mad at you should be you guys.
That's fun. All right. Where's Wolfgang?
All right, everybody.
I
Welcome
liked
to
it better when we were doing NBA impressions. I liked it better. When we were doing
that's coming. Welcome to What About Rob, everybody. Rest in peace, Just for Laughs. It filed for bankruptcy and they canceled the festival.
What, dude?
Yeah, dude, it just happened.
Idiots. Take that, everyone doing better than me in comedy.
I know.
You fuck.
As Chris Paul would say, I couldn't help but laugh.
That's so funny. Why would they do? Why would they? Didn't they like give everybody auditions?
They
and
just
pass a bunch of
auditioned people like last month.
Nice.
All the 22-year-olds in Bushwick are fucking having panic attacks right now. Like,
Yeah,
I was about to make it.
Isn't it like that's like the epitome of like these people who are like, oh, I need to run my type 5 for like a fucking late night set. It's like, for what?
Right.
For what?
Yeah.
Like, do you know any people I know that like do shows here or like anybody with like a Colbert set or something like that? And
right.
Like, well, good luck with doing anything with that.
Yeah, I don't get what the point of that is. Yeah. I think the one thing is if you're auditioning for a club, that's the only time I could be like, okay, I see why you would want to run that.
It's just the real beginning of it. We know when Andrew Schultz got popular and everyone was like, oh, this guy's like disrupting the system, and he really wasn't at all.
Oh, I know.
He was just like a guy no one offered anything to, and then he just started pretending like he was like circumventing, and he did build his own thing.
He did, yeah.
But this is like the beginning of the end for the real industry. It's like if JFL used to be such a big deal. It was
last year was a big deal.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
People were getting past, and I was like, oh wow, good for you.
Yeah, I mean that's what put Shane on the map, kind of, or got him SNL was JFL. So
I thought it was like Clusterfest. Part of it?
Clusterfest was like the lubing him up for the industry. Then he did JFL, and apparently he met all the SNL people at JFL.
Oh, okay. I literally had people asking to do spots here because they were like, I need to run 5 for JFL.
Hilarious. Wow.
Ha
ha. They never wanted anything to do with me. They never even fucking asked anybody, so I couldn't help but laugh.
Now I kind of wish the sun was out.
Right. Today's a great day. Today's a great day.
Today is a great day, dude. Damn.
Oh, boy. So sorry. It's funny they just canceled that guy Jeff Singer like 2 years ago. I'm doing a joke now about how much it would suck to like fuck Harvey Weinstein right before the Me Too movement, like a week before.
That's
like
so
you're like, God
funny.
damn it! I fucked him. I'm not even getting a fucking movie.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
or like buying a slave right before the. That's what Jeff Singer must feel like. I got canceled 2 years before the fucking festival. It's like if the festival just went bankrupt 2 years ago, he'd be fine.
It's like getting an iPhone before.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Georgia doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, or a BlackBerry right before the iPhone came out.
Damn, Singer's the one who used to. Wasn't he like a director, like a big producer too, for like movies and stuff?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. He
That's
just wore
Bryan Singer, right?
That's Bryan Singer, the pedophile.
Yeah,
who got canceled for other reasons. Jeff Singer got canceled for like saying the N-word in like at the Comedy Cellar, like
for being cool.
I think people just didn't like. He's one of those where people just didn't really like him. So, but I don't know.
Damn.
Well, they made some whack ass decisions last 2 years. It's like every institution they made like terrible decisions. For like woke shit.
That's what I was just gonna say. It's all the woke stuff. It's like all the Marvel shit.
Exactly.
I'm literally addicted to this YouTube channel called Nerd Erotic.
I know that guy.
Yeah,
I know that guy.
It's literally just scratching like my confirmation.
I know.
Like it's just my ego.
I have to beware not because I was watching that guy, The Critical Drinker, for a while before I realized like, oh, this guy's like kind of grifting a little bit. He's like an Irish guy who's like, the reason this movie sucks is because it's woke. and I was like watching for a while. I was like, this guy's right on.
Yeah.
But then eventually I was like, oh, this is his criticism of every single movie.
I will, like, if I'm having a bad, or if I want to turn my brain off and just like I feel bad about myself and I want to be right.
Yeah.
I'll watch like compilations of people like owning people in debates.
Oh, really? You watch those?
You have no idea, dude.
Yeah.
Rattlesnake TV.
Rattlesnake TV.
It's just a guy. He doesn't get that involved. Usually it's someone who like won't just play the fucking thing and then they get involved. And they're like, the reason that the left doesn't understand that. And it's like, shut up, stupid. I want to watch the high school kid get wrecked.
So many, like Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson, so many of those guys just got famous just from like their first YouTube videos being like destroying a college student. And it's like, of course, college students are fucking idiots. Like,
that's got to be so fun though. Like, you know when someone's arguing with you and you know you're right.
Yeah.
And and you have the opportunity to tell them you're right.
Mm-hmm.
That time when they're talking at you wrongly is just. It's delicious.
It's very like Quentin Tarantino, like Christoph Waltz knowing that there's Jews underneath the floorboards.
Yeah.
Like, I know. Okay, you have your little fun.
Yeah, drinking my milk.
Yeah, exactly. Pulling at your butt, and then you pull out your big ass pipe.
Yeah.
And you're like, "There's you're saying transgender isn't an ideology, Mr. Latif."
So earlier I noticed you said you are attracted to both genders.
So if there's men and women are non-binary, then what is she, they? Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling like all those, or Steven Crowder was the same thing, and I have a feeling a lot of those views are just kids like who are annoyed with their classmates who just can't say anything about it, so they go on YouTube and watch some other guy like own them.
Yeah,
it's very much like
which is
vicarious. Shade and fraud.
I love watching. I just like watching someone get fucking. I don't know why I like that.
Well, it's because it's like easy to blame culture on those kinds of people, like young idiots.
That's true, I guess.
And they're annoying.
I think that's more it.
Yeah.
I think I just like watching someone being annoying and someone else being like, "Shut up,
shut up, I'm smarter than you."
Yeah, it's great. And then a whole group of people being like, "Yeah," and then it's just like,
no,
then they just have to eat it.
I feel you, but you have to like zoom out and be like, "Well, that."
Yeah,
of course, you're ostensibly like this is just some guy. Like who gives a fuck?
But that's the same thing Red Bar.
Oh yeah,
it's
the same itch. Yeah, it's.
I can't wait for him to talk about JFL. I know you're supposed to be listening to our take right now.
Yeah, but he's the expert.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go home and listen to him. Well, me.
I don't think he like cares about or knows too much about it. He's more to like podcast stuff. You know, like he doesn't know much about like the scene.
Yeah,
outside of like podcasting.
Who doesn't know about JFL? I wonder if people are gonna. I wonder if people are gonna care.
It's one of those things where every comedian knows, but I don't think a lot of regular people know. Like regular people don't really know what South by Southwest is either.
How does JFL become the thing it is if regular people don't give a fuck about it in the comedy?
Because it's just industry. It's all industry people.
Yeah, so they really fucked. So that's really not good for that. That's great. Mm-hmm. That's good for us.
And what's great is it was such like, you know, I've worked with, in LA especially, I've worked with a lot of these people. And they love JFL so much and it's taken away. Because it was just a vacation for them. They just got to go on vacation. Excited. Yeah. Because all I wanted was JFL when I was like a littler. Because that was the thing. Like when I was growing up, every podcast was like, if you get this festival, you will be seen by industry and you will be famous after that. Basically,
it's like Carson.
Yeah. All the podcasts I listened to, my favorite comics, all of their break was JFL.
Really. And
then it became kind of clear quickly that I wasn't gonna get it, and so then I resented it. And then they picked like really awful comedians, like.
Because it's industry, it's about marketing and branding and who can sell and who they think can hit like the most people in a demographic.
Yeah, I know. I can't tell if they actually like these comedians or not, or if they're just like trying to like look good, like it's just about public perception. Because sometimes you'll talk to these people and they'll be like, "Oh, they're great," about like the worst comedian you know.
Yeah, because they know that they can make money off of them. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think
I
mean, you know what the road is like. It's like these people are retarded.
Yeah, sure.
They literally, you can't say the things you think because they would not understand it.
I haven't really done the road too much. I've only done like cities. You've done more like road stuff.
Yeah, horseshit. Yeah, the cities are fine because people get it. They're kind of like this. But in the middle of the country, the people who are like the mass singer, like the mass consumption people who are going to buy Bert Kreischer, like fill his arenas.
Right, yeah.
Those are the people they're trying to book because those are the people they're trying to make the most money off of. And those people are like, they're fucking boring. They're Tom Papa, they're Iglesias, they're fucking... You know what I mean? Unless you really break through, but you have to be very, very funny to be able to do that.
Yeah, like Bargatze or something.
Yeah, Bargatze's he's a great example of someone who's like.
Yeah, my mom likes him,
but I like him.
He's great.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's not even
universal.
Like, it's not even like a Seinfeld. Oh, he's good, and I respect his like ability way.
It's like a
he
Regan.
Genuinely makes me laugh.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
he's great.
To Super Tuesday.
Yeah, Super Tuesday. I'll take the soup.
God damn it, dude.
I think Nikki Haley will come from behind and take the whole thing.
The fuck out of here.
I would like to address something. I would like to apologize for the fans for appearing on the On the Gate podcast. I didn't know that a lot of people, you know, I had fun on the show, but a lot of people came up to me. They told me that apparently they're criminals. And I don't support that. I don't like people who break the law. This is a Blue Lives Matter podcast, and I just want to apologize to all the fans for going on such, you know, frankly, despicable people's show. You know, they committed crimes.
You didn't know that? You couldn't just listen to their accents and tell that they've both been to jail?
No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to do a bit because they apologized for having me on the show.
Yeah, dude, I heard that they were talking shit. Were you feeling bad last week?
I can.
You were annoyed.
Well, I was furious. So, but I texted Derek about it.
Damn, dude.
Well, because I'm friends with Derek and G. I'm like, why are you acting like I'm just some guy? And I've been on their show before, and they loved it. And then all of a sudden, like, look, I didn't want to have him on the show, you know. And here's what I think it was. I think Derek was reacting to this was his second episode on Gas Digital, right?
Okay.
And he was reading the racist live chat the whole time. And this is a rookie mistake a lot of people make. They listen to the racist live chat, and they think that's actual feedback.
That's because they've been to jail. That is their live chat. They
That's true. Right, yeah.
Those are the people they agree with.
The racist live chat, a.k.a. Cell Block D.
A.k.a. their fans.
Yeah. But their fans, I mean, what's funny is once the episode was published, like, got a pretty good response. People liked it. But so about halfway through the episode, I think Derek was like, oh, they hate Robbie. Oh, so I don't like this, actually, or something. I don't know for sure. I can't read his mind. But all of a sudden, he was like, you know, I didn't even know. Maybe my autism was flaring up. I thought he was enjoying it. But they did an episode with insult injury. Mike Figs was on the show.
Oh, man.
So they're with fucking Figs, and they were like, Robbie's annoying. We're so sorry. Like, there's no bit to it. They were just apologizing for having me on and saying I was annoying and that Derek didn't want me on, but Gio pushed for me and all this other stuff.
Just tell Derek his teeth come out. Just say so. Just tell him that.
Well, so I was furious because they were the first guests on this show.
Okay.
And people we had a great time. We're all riffing the whole. It was like a totally different vibe this time.
But that's Gas Digital's whole thing is that everyone talks shit about each other. That's how they get views, right? Like that. They are like the aggressive like.
I guess so.
I mean, obviously, there's something.
Yeah, no, I agree.
For being like having a reality and
I've been
whatever.
I've been talked shit about on Real Ass Podcast and the Lev Fur show and now this show. It's like I can't tell if I'm just this crew likes to bully me or if it's just like a fucking that's just what they do. I don't know.
They do that ever? They don't. I don't know, dude. I don't watch enough. Who's? Do you give a fuck about the people watching the On the Gate podcast that they like?
What's funny is a lot of their fans were like, we actually liked it. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
So I like those people. I mean, the people in the racist live chat who are just like at home watching Gas Digital, like the members who are watching it live. Oh, I didn't give a fuck. I was disappointed in Derek and Gio for being so reactive to it.
This
and
was
kind of
happening
selling
while
me
you were
out.
on the episode or the next episode?
While we were on the episode, I could kind of tell Derek was like reading it and getting annoyed.
Yeah.
But he was like kind of taking the fan side, even though I was just trying to riff and stuff.
What were the fans saying?
I have no idea. I just asked him, I was like, are they in the break? I was like, what's wrong, Derek? And he's like, oh, nothing. And I was like, oh, are they talking shit about me? He was like, yeah, they don't like you very much. So I was just like, I was a little pissed off that they were like no selling me or Derek. Yeah. Well, I told him I like texted him. So we had this long text exchange and I was just like, you know, I didn't want to air it out. Like, I guess now I'm airing it out publicly, but I didn't want to like air it out. Like, I didn't want to like not talk to him first. Like, it's not a Peter Fowler situation where I'm like, I don't even know him.
Yeah.
Derek I know and I'm like friends with, I think. And Gio I know and I was friends with. So I texted him and we just like, you know, we hatched it out. And
this the first live podcast they've ever done?
It was the second live podcast they did.
Ever?
Yeah.
That's probably.
That's what I thought. That's what I knew it was. So I was just telling him like, hey man, here's what I told him. I said, hey man, if you had a problem with my appearance, why didn't you tell me privately? Why did you go on the air and apologize about me? That just like sells me out. You know?
Of course.
And I also like kind of called him on something. Anyway, well on the episode,
you don't want to get into it.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it. But at first it was like very contentious, and he was like, "I said what I said."
That's what he was trying to do.
Yeah,
of course.
And then I was like, "All right, man, see you later." And then, but then eventually, I think we both cooled off, and he kind of realized he's like, "Hey, man, my bad." So I was like, and I'm not like gonna hold a grudge because I think we are friends. I think there's probably just pressure he feels being on gas.
I think if you have to say you think you guys are friends, it's probably not a good.
Or
sign.
friendly at least.
You say I think.
Well, here's the thing.
He had you on the podcast, though.
And I had him.
You have someone on the podcast, and it's like weird, or like the people on the live stream are being weird. It's like, I don't know, dude. Are you gonna do that every time you have someone on? Like, you might think it's being a man by being like, oh, it's like, but you're also kind of being a pussy.
What? Oh, but
not you.
Oh, yeah.
But anyone that's like, if I'm gonna invite someone on, it's obviously I like them.
Yeah. Well, what they were saying was like Gio basically was like, I was pushing for him and Derek didn't want him on, and so then Derek didn't. But what was funny was I asked Derek to do it, and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna get you on real soon, bud." It's like that's what I called him on.
Yeah.
I was like, "Why'd you lie to me about that?" And then it's like also it's like when he went on my show, he used to come on Young Guns with me and Figs, and he had a blast, and he was like super into what we did and like being goofy. Like it was some of our best episodes. And then he came on our show, the first episode of this one, and he was super goofy. We had a great time. I came on with Joe and was super goofy, had a great time. This time it was like a switch flipped. And I was like, I don't know if it's because I think it might just be because he got signed by Gas or something.
I have to watch the episode. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Jack, you didn't know.
And I'm like, I hate that because once you're involved in this clique, like officially, suddenly I'm not cool. You know, suddenly you don't like what I do.
Gas is the new JFL. Dude.
So that's what I kind of texted him. I was like, "What happened?" And I think he kind of realized that, he's being. I don't know. I don't know what he realized, but he was very. He got my number from Wolfgang and texted me, and was very nice. So there's no beef or anything like that. I just wanted to address it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Comedy's so fucking cliquey. Everyone gets weird whenever they get something and fucking.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's just like, it's like and you know what? What sucks is I've seen the pattern. When someone gets in with the stand, honestly, it's like they kind of turn into like, they think that they're like king shit of fuck mountain a little bit. All right. Well, I wrote notes down, actually.
Do you have stuff you want to talk about?
It's actually nice Wolfgang's not here because I actually have a lot of stuff to talk about.
Oh, let's do it. Why? You don't want me to point a gun and interrupt the conversation?
The thing about women is...
Yo, where do we not doing a good impression of me? And where do we hate that?
What do we hate that?
Just do Wolfgang.
Yeah. All right, where do I start? I had a big week last week. Yeah, so I went down to Philly I caught the Dad Meet show with Rainey and Butterly's show. That was really good. And then I hung out with Todd GLass for a little bit.
Hell yeah,
that was a lot of fun. Philly's cool.
I wish we could have got him on the pod. I love Todd GLass.
He'll do it. He'll do it if he has more time. He was just like I'm doing shows and he was visiting family and stuff. But he got me in for free. I got a beer. It was great. It was like a 20-person crowd. It was so intimate.
How did he do?
Oh, fantastic! It was fun. It was like he was doing a show here, kind of. That's actually exactly how it felt.
I would love for him to do a show here.
It was like he never comes to New York though. But I'll tell him like I know a venue that would love to have you.
He's more than happy to headline. We're more than happy to have him headline and do whatever.
Yeah,
he wants to do.
I had to run to grab the train back, so I didn't get to like hang out with him too much. But he texted me the next day. He was like, "Hey, it was great to see you. I heard you laughing." Sex? Honestly, yeah, probably. I don't know. Yeah, I was like, "Hey, at least I'm still cute enough for him to text me."
Yeah, I like that, dude. I remember when I found out he was gay because he's so not gay.
I know that WTF was amazing.
Yeah,
where he came out of the closet. But he's a really good guy. Like he's like really nice, and he was like always super. He was, he's never like sexual to me or anything. He just like, I think he's one of those gay guys who doesn't like women very much. So he has this like a bunch of dudes around all the time.
Yeah, and
so he'd always like throw these great parties in LA and stuff and hang out. And
he seems like a guy who resents the gay stereotype.
Yeah, he hates.
Like he does not want to be classified as like you don't know me just because I'm gay.
It's funny because his boyfriends are always very straight-seeming gay guys.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. I've never seen any of his boyfriends.
Yeah, they're cool. They were always cool guys that I didn't know, that I also had no idea were gay when I met them.
I wonder this. I'm not talking shit, but I wonder. I would love to ask him. But I wonder if like him coming out as gay, because it's like people want to sign gay comics. Yeah, it's a big thing. One, he came out kind of early for all that.
Yeah,
people were kind of still like skeeved off. Or they didn't consider,
and he's older too. It's like,
but I wonder if people wanted to put him in a box when he came out, and then he was like, "I don't think so," and that like hurt.
Yeah,
I don't know. He used to be. I don't know. He was kind of a darling. He was like, I don't know. He had a good trajectory. Not that he's not doing stuff now. He's Todd GLass, but
I think he just never did. He's such a comics comic.
Yes.
Norm actually called him a comics comic. So that's why I was like, I was watching his set, and I so rarely like belly laugh, like sincerely, and I was just fucking dying the whole time because it was all meta and silly.
Yeah, I forget that. I'll recommend like Brian Holtzman to somebody. And they'll be like, "What the fuck is this?"
I know, it's similar.
And I'll be like, "It's so funny," and they'll be like, "I don't get it."
Eddie Pepitone's too, where it's like,
yeah, exactly.
Rory Scovel's the only one that seems to like regular people will like, but that I thought was a super comics comic.
But he's like in a different thing because of his improv. He's like just a silly boy.
I remember that before I even started comedy, what made me want to get into it was his podcast. It was one of the first comedy podcasts, and it was Todd GLass and Jimmy Dore. Hilariously, it was called Comedy and Everything Else.
I can't imagine them being friends.
They were best friends. Jimmy's politics were very different at the time. But he would rant about politics, and I was like such an angry liberal in high school.
Do you think he's a grifter?
Yeah, Jimmy. For sure.
I think he made a lot of sense like 4 years ago.
I think it's audience capture.
That's what you can tell.
Yeah,
it's just him being like condescending about news stories.
Biden again. Oh, and then Kurt comes in like, oh,
poor Kurt Metzger on that show.
Oh yeah, I know. It's like,
I hope
he's having fun, but
I know, but it's so sad to see someone I respect so much be co-host to Jimmy Dore.
He's the biggest tragedy. Yeah.
Jimmy's
Can you believe it?
I used to do stand-up comedy. Now I just make references.
I even like watch his show. It's like you're not even saying. He just reads articles and then like looks condescending.
You know it's funny because my wife's laughing off camera.
Oh, I know. They do the same thing as Chapo Trap House, where they all pretend to laugh really hard, condescendingly at everything.
It's really bad.
It like really makes me cringe.
I did. There was a period where I liked it though for a little bit. I was like, this guy's making some good points.
I mean, I like Jordan Peterson at one point.
That's a good point too.
These guys just these guys. There's always a line if they're grifters where they just keep retreating, and then you get off the roller coaster if you have like common sense.
That's true. Dave, all of them.
Dave Rubin.
But I can't believe Todd GLass had Jimmy Dore. Have you seen Jimmy Dore stand up? Not to just shit on him.
A little bit, just clips and stuff. Yeah,
it's really bad.
Is it? I've only seen the clips and they were bad. But when I was in like seventh, at the time it was very much like, and this fucking Iraq war and Bush is a criminal, and I was like, yes, so true.
He was like,
and then Todd GLass, it was like, that's true, and then he would like do a silly impression. I was like, this is amazing. So that made me want to do comedy. Was Todd GLass's podcast, and then I got to become friends with him. My first like break was he put me on his podcast.
Really?
Yeah, I was on the Todd GLass show in like 2013, 2014.
That's really cool that it come full circle like that.
Well, it's just that he was like. He's just been like really nice to me and helped me out for a very long and for nothing to gain.
On the West Coast?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was friends with Blake Wexler, who's a Philly comic, and he kind of how did I meet Todd? My friend Jake Adams, actually, who now is
Grinder?
Yeah, Grinder. Racking my brain for not Grinder, not Grinder, not Grinder. A gay orgy. Yeah, that's it.
Craigslist.
Yeah. I met him on a street corner under a bridge. No, my friend was his like sidekick, basically.
Okay.
And so he brought me in to watch an episode. Patton Oswalt was on, and I met Patton Oswalt and talked to him for a long time.
Fuck yeah.
That was really nice.
I used to like Patton too.
So I'll never hate Patton because he was very generous with his time and very nice to me that one day.
Well, and then,
but yeah, he sucks now. But
but hard.
Look, it was before he killed his wife. Kidding, comedy.
It was before he ate his wife.
Yeah. Put the pills in the drink. Overdose. Okay, I really hope Todd GLass never listens to this.
That's so funny. Sorry, Todd.
Sorry, Todd. Sorry, Patton. My best friends.
I'm not sorry to Patton, but I am sorry to Todd.
Yeah. Why would you say that about my friend Patton? Why would you say that? But then I was on, and he really liked my stuff, and and he was great. Todd's really funny. I met Louis through Todd too briefly, and it was because Todd GLass used to open for Louis. And
that's good. That makes me like Louis more.
Yeah, Todd. Louis loves. I mean, comics.
I know, but I wish those people. I think. Damn. I don't know. I think some of those guys are gonna get their due like a little bit later. In 10 years. Because the audience is starting to really understand comedy. Mm-hmm. Hence the reason JFL doesn't make money.
Yeah, dude. For real.
People just want to hear. Hence Shane Gillis being on fucking SNL.
Is that crazy?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that means people are starting to understand comedy. And it's like you might not like his stand-up, but the idea that you have to be relatable and not some fuckhead celebrity is the thing that's coming around. And I think people are trying to like... Things are getting like bad to the point where people just want to laugh. They want to be goofy.
I agree.
They don't want all this like political gender, and everyone trying to make a fucking point.
Yeah, I think.
Like I can't believe Gervais won Special of the Year. That's crazy.
Well, that's just because it was the Golden Globes, and he's like the Golden Globes guy, right?
But isn't his whole thing? Are they just doing it to be like, see, we're cool?
I think it's just because Ricky Gervais is most famous for doing the Golden Globes monologue, so it's like, oh, well, we're the Golden Globes. Let's give him the award.
But his whole shtick was like, hey, you all pedophiles.
Suck. Yeah, but
like you're all pedophiles.
But the people
I hate you.
just in that room, there's so many people who weren't there who vote. Like people who like just work for the Golden Globes or whatever.
The guys who hire them.
Well, there's just people in that like, what is it? Well, I don't even know who votes for the Golden Globes. It's
like
just
the foreign press.
Yeah, whatever that. The foreign, whatever the fuck.
All this made up
so
garbage.
They're irrelevant except for the Golden Globes, and the Golden Globes are irrelevant except for Ricky Gervais's monologues. Yeah. So of course they're gonna vote for Ricky Gervais to win. They're probably hoping he would win and then accept the award and do a funny viral thing. Yeah, and then he just didn't even go.
Of course. Did you see his special?
No, I didn't. It doesn't seem like it's for me.
Unbelievably like political.
Triggered much?
The whole thing was like that.
Yeah.
And it was like, are you Tim Dillon like a few years ago?
Yeah.
Like,
I've got pronouns for you. Kiss my ass. Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
No one's ever thought of that. It's like he's just doing Dave Chappelle's like last 3 specials.
Yeah, British comedy is like 10 years behind American comedy. So
that's what it felt like.
They're just now getting to like the Joe Rogan triggered era. That like Jimmy Carr was like that too. He's like, I'm about to say some stuff that's going to make you mad. Did you see that? It went viral because everyone was just like dunking on it.
When was this?
Like back in like September, October, or something like that.
No.
He went viral just because he had like this 10-minute clip, and it opened with him being like, "Audiences today are too sensitive. So leave the room if you woke. Get ready for this, everybody."
Their comedy is like us sending like the losing Super Bowl T-shirts to Africa.
Yeah, oh my God, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, they're wearing the losing Super Bowl or like Michael Jackson T-shirts.
Yeah, they're just like now getting. That's very funny.
Right? Yeah, yeah. They're just getting like the DVDs of Charlie's Angels or whatever the fuck.
Like that, their YouTube's behind.
Yeah,
like,
how are they still behind? Like
this free speech stuff's a real
internet.
problem.
Yeah, these college kids are freaking mental. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad. Honestly, Trump being out of office helps. The temperature's just taken down
For now,
for the most part.
Out of office for now. He's coming back, dude.
He's coming back. I did what was right. I did what was right for everybody, for me, and frankly, the world.
If I have anything to say about it, he's coming back. Are you gonna vote for him? Today's Super Tuesday. I know you maybe don't.
Yeah, I'm.
Do you care about politics?
Oh yeah, I'm very political. I'm not gonna vote for him. No,
you're
I'm
like
not
a
a Trump
lefty
guy.
guy.
Yeah, I'm center left. I would say I don't like the far left or the far right. I'm like a Sam Harris.
Sam Harris has also lost his mind.
Oh, I love Sam Harris. I'm a fan.
What awful take did he have recently?
He's just very
Was it the
anti-Trump.
Palestine thing?
Oh yeah, I kind of tuned out on his Israel stuff. He's like very pro-Israel or
yeah,
something.
I think he like lost his mind on that. There's something else.
I
too
think
that
he's just Jewish and he hates Islam.
Oh, is he Jewish?
Yeah.
Well, then it's like, okay, what do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of cancel culture,
Jews of a feather flock together. That's true.
Look, JFL might be canceled, but there's still a lot of them out there. We love you, love you, Jews. Speaking of Jews, Diddy got canceled. Have you been paying attention to that at all?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, I'm obsessed.
This happened a while ago, and I was watching because it happened first like a few months ago, right? People started bringing it up because of the Tupac thing.
We got a lawsuit from one of his exes who said that he like raped and beat her.
Yeah,
but it was just like and then there was like 3 more lawsuits. So everyone's like, all right, if that many people are accusing you, and this time though it was like a guy, and his stories are fucking crazy. He was like, oh my God, there was just so many It was like. It sounds like he's like the hip hop Epstein almost.
I watched a video the other day of him harassing like a 14-year-old Justin Bieber, being like, "You don't call me no more. We don't hang out no more.
Yeah,
you get all big. You don't want to hang out
too.
with me no more." It's like he's 14 and you're like 40.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck is happening?
What's funny is like 6 or 7 months ago, I was reading a Reddit thread that was like, "Who hasn't been canceled yet that should be canceled?" And someone said Diddy. And I was like, and they were like, "There's a lot of stuff, and the dam just needs to be broken." This was like 7 months ago.
I don't think the dam's broken yet.
Yeah, it sounds like more's coming.
I feel like he's still swerving.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Of people are talking about it.
I don't know. Maybe he'll go down. Yeah. Isn't it? It's kind of getting
You're the only like the third. I've only talked about it on podcasts where people are like, "Let's take a swing and talk about this thing."
I think Meek Mill made it a bigger thing because he kept tweeting that he wasn't gay because he was named in the lawsuit for being gay, and then he just like manically started tweeting. He's like, "I'm not gay."
Can I say that that's probably the worst defense to being called gay?
Oh yeah,
tweeting I'm gay.
He must be on drugs or something because he just he tweeted like 100 times like, "I'm not gay. I swear I'm not gay. Why would anyone say I'm gay?" He like went at Andrew Schultz because Andrew Schultz did a Meek Mill joke. And he's like, "See me in person, pussy, I'll beat you up."
And Andrew Schultz. Dude, if Meek Mill beat up Andrew Schultz,
that'd be awesome.
That'd be like a metaverse.
Yeah. Schultz would be like, "Yo, come on, son. We both agree we should have lower taxes, yo." And he just like beats him up.
Yeah. I'm black.
I'm black, but I'm conservative.
No, that's Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah, I'm black.
He's getting beat up.
I'm black like you.
I'm friends with Charlemagne.
Come on, my brother.
Hey, I'm friends with another gay black guy.
Charlemagne the gay guy.
Yeah. He's gay, right? Everyone says he's not gay. But
oh, really?
Gay. I assume everybody at that level of fame is gay.
I don't think he's gay. In fact, he kind of caught a Me Too, although I guess so did Diddy.
So what? So did gay people.
That's true. I don't think Charlemagne's gay. He just has like a weird and he has a lisp. He kind of sounds like this. Yeah, I don't know.
He says
I don't know.
Stuff.
I don't know. I don't think he's gay. I don't know. He just doesn't seem gay to me. But a lot of gay black. But neither did Diddy. Diddy didn't seem gay to me.
If Charlemagne doesn't seem a little gay to you, then I don't know who seems gay to you.
Shannon
Sharp.
Shannon Sharp might be gay. I've heard.
Shay Shay's a little gay.
That's what they say.
A little sugar.
Club gay.
He does spend a lot of time working out, which is a very gay thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, that literally is a rumor too. I think black people just like calling each other gay.
He does appreciate that.
Appreciate that. That was the Mike Epps beef. Mike Epps called him gay. And then Shannon Sharp was like, I actually have information on you, Mike Epps.
That was the word.
Don't call me that because the glass house shouldn't throw stones.
We had sex at one time. Now
Yeah.
who's gay?
That's what it felt like.
You know we had sex.
It's like, I might be gay, but you know gay people know who else is gay, and I know you're gay too.
Come on, Skip.
Come on.
Takes one to know one.
But they made up, so you know.
You know you seen what's under these sweatpants.
Cat kind of broke the Diddy news. He was like, "That's why I was never in a room with Diddy. My booty hole is untouched."
That's what I mean, though.
Yeah.
I heard it came up first from the girl, and I literally was on YouTube watching compilations, but this was like a month ago. I went down that rabbit hole, and it's all these rappers coming out being like,
Yeah, Diddy's gay.
yeah, I went to a fucking party, and like all the dudes were downstairs, but there was a bunch of like young fucking white boys like walking around, and like Diddy wanted to get drunk with them and like have them in the hotel room, and there would be no one there but them, and like
Yeah,
that's
that's
I never did it, but every all these rappers had all these gay stories about Diddy.
I think it was an open secret that he was gay, but I think like the raping and the psychopathy was
Yeah,
not well known.
Yeah, and being gay is cool,
Unless you're black.
but lying about it, it's not. Yeah,
Also, the black community, the black community is very unforgiving with gay people.
Yeah, miss me with that gay shit.
Yeah.
It's common black.
The only place you can still be homophobic is NBA Twitter. They're so mean to gay guys.
Or a Baptist church.
Yeah, anything black majority. Man, you gay.
Man, you gay, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yo, pause.
My best friend Jamal growing up, Jamal and Rob, two black guys, were my best friends, and I would do gay shit all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's inherently white to do like gay jokes.
Yeah,
Like they would never pop into their head, but sometimes when Rob was driving, I would just like put my hand on his knee.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah. And watching him flip out is like a great
Yeah.
joy in my life. He'd
Yeah.
be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
And I'd be like,
black
that's
guys
so funny to me.
Yeah. No, white guys love gay chicken. It's like
Oh, I played gay chicken, yeah.
Yeah.
I fucked a gay chicken once.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
He
But-
said, "Cock,
He said, "Baka."
bacock." That's the kind of comedy that we love doing on the show,
Am
folks.
I doing a good job replacing Wolfgang?
Yeah, this is great. The conversation's
Is
flowing.
that a high level impression I just did of
I would say
chicken getting
so.
fucked?
I think that was pretty good.
But I think the gay stuff is, I don't know. I think that everyone pretends to be so straight that like then now they're like compensating that they have to be, because the whole block for rap bravado is like you're a gangster, hard motherfucker.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like someone calls you gay and you're like, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cultural, right? You just have you have your defenses up.
But that's why I think they're all very gay. It's like a Catholic schoolgirl.
Oh yeah, sure. They have
think-
like more. Oh yeah, they're all in such good shape,
You ever
like
been
gay
to
guys.
Atlanta?
Yeah, actually, Atlanta's super gay. Yeah,
That's what I mean. You ever seen
Yeah.
a black dude in booty shorts and roller skates?
I haven't, but I'm picturing it, and I'm gonna go beat off in the bathroom.
That is Atlanta, dude. That's the gay they're suppressing. That's a Diddy in his head. That's Meek Mill when he's alone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He just rollerblades through his house and fucking.
That's the thing. A bunch of
Short
people
shorts.
were named, like Usher was named, and like
Usher's clearly gay. Has done gay stuff.
yeah, obviously.
He's too pretty.
Kanye, I've heard is gay.
Kanye can do gay. Kanye can literally do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And nobody would like bat an eye.
I think he's like a true bisexual, like David Bowie. You know?
Kanye?
Yeah.
Kanye just doesn't seem like a sexual being to me.
He's super sexual. He used to like play porn in his office.
Yeah, but he's sexual in like a guy in his base. He's sexual the way I'm sexual.
Right. You just
It's
are
not-
addicted to porn.
Yeah, he's a guy that he's sexual in the way that a guy who wears trash bags out is sexual, and he does. Like he's sexual the way the homeless guy outside the
Right.
Dunkin' Donuts.
He's like
is.
Dalton sexual. Like just
Yeah, it's
obsessed
like-
with titties.
it's like-
Never actually talking to a woman.
Yeah, this guy likes sex. That's way different than being sexual.
That's true. There's like porn guys, and porn guys never get laid.
yeah, he's like a guy.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
Yeah, so him being like, oh, I fucked a guy or girls, both to me kind of like, just okay.
Yeah.
You also replace your teeth with titanium bars.
Dude,
so
that is so mentally ill.
where you put your penis. I was having this argument with my girlfriend
Oh,
about
yeah,
how
good
he's a
point.
genius.
Oh, yeah. He's a retarded genius, like Vince McMahon.
I think he lives on an I think these people don't exist on our level of.
No,
She's like,
yeah.
I think he has bipolar, and I go, but that is an oversimplification of like the brain.
Yeah, he's just crazy, and he's bipolar, but he's also probably a little schizo, probably autistic.
Yeah, but
His mind also thinks of music in a way we can never comprehend, you know?
that's what I mean. But that's the sacrifice. because he kept going into that rabbit hole of creativity.
Yeah.
That like he loses some of the normal.
That's like Bobby Fischer, right? He was incredible at chess, but fucking lost his mind completely. Crazy
I didn't
person.
know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bobby Fischer also had a lot to say about the Jews. He became like a full Nazi.
Oh, so no, it sounds like he gained some clarity.
Perhaps he's the sanest of us all.
He's not the guy who was like a succulent Chinese meal.
Yeah.
Do you know that guy?
No, who's that?
He was a chess guy too. You look that up.
Oh, I'll look that up.
It's a guy. He's getting arrested. He was a chess grandmaster, and he kept going to places and dining and dashing. And it became such a problem that like they knew about it, and he was at a Chinese restaurant, and they called the police.
Oh my god, that's funny.
And they're like, the police are like literally like it's like 4 or 5 guys like trying to shove him in. He's like a kind of a burly guy, and they're trying to shove him into a cop car.
Yeah.
And he's just like screaming like, "What are my charges? Enjoying a succulent Chinese meal.
Oh, that's amazing. He gave him.
Get your hand off my penis."
He gave him I thought this was America.
It's literally one of the best videos.
Amazing.
Very viral, yeah.
I'll check that out.
But I think that sometimes very smart people like, I don't know, you got to forgive it.
Kanye once said, "Name one genius that ain't crazy," and that's like kind of a good point. It's like, although there's a lot of people who are, I kind of think you have to be crazy to not only be like. There's a lot of geniuses who just kind of like toil in the shadows and never amount to much. I think the ones that make it to the top of the top they have to be crazy. You have to be crazy to succeed in almost anything.
Yeah.
But then to be like an artistic genius on top of that, it's such a rare thing to be like at all well adjusted, especially once fame gets to you, because fame will drive people crazy.
That's what I mean. And everyone's trying to. When I was talking to my girlfriend about this, she was trying to compare like Taylor Swift or like some of these other people, and I was like, yeah, but they're like mainstream, like pop, have writers, like take care of publicists type famous.
Yeah, they're a corporation more than
talking
an
about like
artist.
Cobain or like someone that blew their head off for like, what's that writer's name? The Gonzo writer.
Oh, Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, Hunter S. Thompson, or like these people that make like a massive, and Jimi Hendrix.
People that revolutionize things.
Yeah, I hate to say Mitch Hedberg is like a comic.
No,
but, like,
yeah,
people that you come, you're a flash, and it's like you gave what you had to the universe, and it's like sometimes that means you're not easy to be around, or you're a little nuts.
Yeah, and as you said, and Taylor Swift, Kanye obviously is like he's just doing it himself, which is crazy.
Yeah, he lives on a different planet.
Yeah, Taylor's. Yeah, and I believe he makes all of his music himself, or at least supervises. Like, Taylor Swift is good. She's not reinventing the wheel. It's all pop,
Yeah.
It's
Kanye's out in a desert in a tent. Dude, that's literally, he was in the fucking desert.
I know. I saw that picture of him on a rock. I was like, "What? First of all, how'd you get there? What kind of Mad Max shit is this?"
Dude, I love that.
When he was making Dawn, he
He's like lived in a hotel room or something before he released it.
He lived in the like the basement of the. He did a show at like Staples Center or something.
Yeah.
And then just like hung out in the locker room for like 2 months to finish the album. He like went underground like Bane and just like lived down there underneath the stadium.
You think the darkness is your ally?
Batman, it's a black man.
It was like when he saw the Jews started bringing up the tunnels. He was like, "You think the tunnels are your ally?" I was born in the tunnels.
Jews. My natural enemy.
I didn't see a fake tit till I was already a man.
I'm gay, but no one knows it.
Now's not the time for anti-Semitism. That comes later.
He said there's going to be 2 more albums. I wonder if they're coming out.
If he blows his head off after the
Kanye? I thought he was going to kill himself.
I hope he goes, there's 2 more albums. He does the second one, just blows his head
Bud
off.
Dwyer's, yeah.
It's like, I don't have it's not a violent, I hate the guy. I just think it would be a hilarious thing for him to do.
That's kind of where I feel like it's going, though, because he keeps getting crazier and crazier. The titanium teeth are nuts.
I liked when he yelled at that lady for filming him, and he had like a mask on.
Oh, yeah.
He's literally like dressed in all black. It's like hot outside, and he's got this massive leather jacket and the fucking black like hood mask thing. You know, the thing he wears?
Yeah.
It covers his whole face. And then someone's like filming him. And he's like, "Hey, what are you filming me for?" It's like, okay, even if you weren't Kanye, like what you're doing should be on camera. Like, you are suspicious at a minimum.
I mean, that's the thing. He's like such a freak show. It's so crazy.
It's like people in New York, getting mad that they're being filmed. It's like you're dressed like a pelican.
Yeah, it's like, what are you looking at? It's like you look crazy. You're trying to stand out.
That's an argument I have with women. What are you looking at? Your tits are fucking.
I know. Don't get me started on that. That makes me. That's pissed me off since middle school.
Yeah.
It's like, how am I not supposed to look at your tits?
I'm not supposed to rape you.
Oh, I went this weekend. I did a show with the last two guests, Ethan Mead and Megan Bitchell.
Nice.
And we went to a party after at a bar, and we were in line, and we was like, the line was taking long. Megan was like, I'm just going to the front and shake my tits and hope that I can get in. And
Did
then
it work?
It didn't. She got mad, so then she left. Me and Ethan waited in line still, and I went in, and it was just full. It was a crowded bar full of like 22-year-old hipster hot girls who were obviously like trying to drunk me like, excuse me, you're in my space. It's like everyone's in everyone's space, and I'm just waiting for the bathroom. Like, okay. I was like, all right, you know what, fuck this. And I just left, and I went to Cobra Club. I was like, millennials. There we go.
I don't like that. Were they really being like, ugh?
Oh, I was waiting in line, and one of them was like, excuse me, you're in my friend's space or something. And I'm
really?
like, yeah, something like that. I was like, I'm in line for the bathroom. And she's like, oh, okay. And it was a fucking crowded bar.
When people say stuff like that to me, I don't even respond to it. I just look at them. I just look at them, and then I go back to what I'm doing.
To her credit, I did say, I'm in line for the bathroom. She's like, oh, my mistake. But I was still like...
No, but if that's like, just, if you had to say that, she should have known. It was probably very obvious that you were just in the line for the bathroom. You're in my friend's space.
Yeah.
You think I'm just standing here?
Yeah. And
Although you do look like a guy that would just stand
there. All right. We don't have to. I know that's the thing is I stood out. I'm like clearly older than everyone in the bar.
Yeah.
You know, but
I was doing a Trump impression.
You look like a guy who would stand there. I mean, I do. You know,
I was doing a Mike Figs impression.
Yeah.
They were like,
you
who the fuck is
you do look like. Yeah. You would say something like that.
Anyway.
Yeah, and then there was like people going to the bar like two at a time, and obviously doing blow and coming out, and I was just like, this is not my scene anymore. And I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it was never my scene, even when I was like 22. So
I like that Megan like has it. You can tell like the fortitude of a man and like a woman, where she goes up and she didn't get in. She's like, I'm leaving, and we were like, no, we're men. We stand in line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like, this is a normal occurrence for us.
There
was no, I'm gonna go to the front of the line and show my dick.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that she's like, she knows. Like she's so self-aware. She's like so self-aware of like the privileges that come with being a girl. Weirdly, or I don't know.
She's cool.
Yeah, I like Megan. She's cool, but yeah,
I don't know. Well, you don't want to. I don't have the energy to be like fucked up all the time anymore. To like hang out at a bar at like a place I don't want to be for the sake of being there.
Oh well, I left very quickly, and then I went to a bar I actually wanted to go to. And
then
I had fun. I saw Dan Wicks at that bar.
Dan Wicks.
Yeah,
he's been pissing me off lately.
Really? Why?
Because Roasted's starting to do like better. And he's just like fucking freaking out about it.
Really?
In a good way.
Yeah.
He's just very excited.
Pressure's getting to him a little bit.
And it's like, I'm like, okay, well, can we make sure the video... No, he's just up my ass.
Oh, okay.
He just wants all these things to be done. And it's like, let's just walk before we start running.
Right, sure.
Let's start charging too. Let's start making the videos a little bit better. Let's get back to the clip.
Yeah.
Basic stuff. And he's like, well, I got to email it. Instagram ads. We got to do all this stuff. It's like, relax, dude.
It's doing well, so yeah, he probably just has the pressure's getting to him.
Well, it's like this. It's like everyone he's reading the live chat, if you know what I mean.
Sure, yeah.
But it's like
he sent an email to everyone. It's like, just so everyone knows, I'm a gatekeeper now.
He said,
kind of like
I know he sent an email. And I was like, I didn't read it.
The email was very funny to me. I didn't. I mean, like he was like, just so everyone knows, we are an official roast battle, something or other, and I am now in charge. I don't know. It was basically like I am the captain now. It's a little.
That is his general vibe.
Yeah.
And it's just like, how about we learn how to start the show on time?
Right. Yeah.
How about we start it on time?
How come you guys don't upload the full shows, like the full roast battle?
Because Dan's supposed to be doing all that, but he doesn't have. I don't know. Because I don't. My honest opinion is I don't want to start. I would like to scale back some of that stuff
and
have it be colored well and edited well, and put out and just put it out. But that's mainly why. Is I don't want to put out like a full battle if we can't even edit one. The battles we're putting out now aren't colored or edited, right?
Yeah.
So I just don't. We could.
Yeah, you guys should just put out the full show.
I agree. I do agree. But that's on.
And also,
Dan.
we take a picture. I'm like, where do all these pictures go?
That's on Dan. This is my thing. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is he's like sending out the emails about being official. It's like, can we just like do the basic stuff first?
I like hounding him for the last picture. I was like, can I get that picture?
Yeah, it goes to nowhere.
Yeah.
But he makes sure he does it every time.
It's so funny.
That's what I mean about all this stuff. Some of this shit's ceremonial. And it's like, for what?
Right.
What are we doing? A lot of people do all this shit for what?
Yeah. You gotta
There's no end goal.
you gotta like follow up on. I don't know. Yeah. Execution. You know.
It's not even about following up, but then you're wasting your time beforehand or afterwards. You're either making yourself look like an ass, or you're just wasting your time doing these things that are gonna. If you know you're not gonna do it, just don't waste the time beforehand doing any of that.
I'm just wondering. We take a picture every time, just like, where does this go?
I know, but it's like the other camera. I'm gonna get riled up about stuff people have no idea.
Yeah, sorry guys. This is a little inside baseball.
Well, this is why I get cranky.
Yeah. Why? Oh.
This
like
is my general
dealing with these
disposition
guys.
is
yeah.
like shitty.
You have to deal with a lot of. You're dealing with a lot of comics, and comics are bad business people in general.
Yeah, and I'm a comic, so it's like I understand too.
Yeah,
I can't
you
even
get
be mad, so it's just like
right.
I'll be like a dick to Dan or something, and I don't feel bad.
You're both empathetic and like annoyed.
Both
That's
empathetic
tough.
and pathetic.
Yeah, hey, me too. It's called being a dark empath.
I am Darth Empath.
My name is Darth. My name is Darth Empath. D''R.
Are you doing okay?
Yeah. How's your life?
You seem down today.
Your father clearly was distant.
Luke, you should call your father.
Yeah, there it is. Luke, call your father.
Where are we at? 53.
All right.
Do you have more stuff?
Yeah, I could just. I'll tie a bow on it. I have a lot more stuff. So
we can do whatever.
Yeah. Let's do a little wrap up, and then we can do a Patreon. I went to the Knicks game with Matt this week.
Matt Moen.
Matt's so funny. I asked someone. I asked Malia because they went up to Connecticut to do a gig, and I was like, "How was it driving with Matt?" And she was like, "It was fun." Matt talked the entire time. Like, I could see him just not even getting a break in the conversation.
So funny. I just imagine him saying something to like impress Malia.
Yeah.
And then it not going over.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
him just trying to dig himself out of the hole for 2-3 hours.
So it's like benching 250 is actually very hard, but I used to be able to do it better, and I'm just trying to make myself better.
And then it's silence for a second.
Not even.
Baseball.
I think even the silent moments didn't happen. I think he just kept going.
I don't know Matt or Malia that well.
I mean, that's Matt. I mean, Malia's kind of
so
quiet,
funny.
and Matt talks a lot. You'd think that, I don't know.
It's normally good, but I think Matt's also kind of a poon hound, right? Everyone's trying to bang everybody,
but not explicitly. I think it's a lot. He has like a lot of he swears that he's not like he swears he doesn't like, but he has like a lot of like female friends. I don't know.
Whatever.
It's like it's kind of like James Pontill, but not explicitly sexual. All right, this is way too inside once again.
I know.
Anyway, I went to the Knicks game. It was fun. I caught a T-shirt, which I've never caught a T-shirt before.
Caught it?
Yeah, I caught it. It was, and you know what's funny is people scrambled for it. A guy like right by me on the road, like fucking like tackled me for it. Like,
what the fuck is wrong with people?
People are nuts because I got it. Just like kind of came to me.
What's sad about? What's more sad about it? A guy tackling a guy to get a T-shirt, or a guy writing it down to talk about it on his podcast?
Oh, well, the guy tackling me, obviously.
I caught a T-shirt. No.
Oh, yeah. No, I wrote down Knicks game. This just happened during the game, you guys. The highlight was not the T-shirt. The highlight was seeing Steph Curry. Anyway.
A guy tackled you for a T-shirt.
Isn't that crazy? It like hurt my neck. I was like, I could have died.
How old was he?
He was older than me. He was like 36, it looked like.
Was he drunk?
I'm sure he was. Everyone's drunk at a sports game.
Damn, dude. Is it an important game?
It was an important, but it was a big game. It was a fun game.
Not enough to tackle somebody for a T-shirt.
No, absolutely not.
Were they shooting it
and the T-shirt wasn't a special shirt. It was quite frankly a pretty shitty shirt.
Just says Knicks.
It literally says Knicks. It's just like a white T-shirt. It just says Knicks, and then on the back is some advertiser.
Yeah, no, of course.
It says like MCG or something.
Yeah, they paid for him to shoot it out.
It's like it's fun for the novelty of catching the T-shirt. I'm like, these people shouldn't be this crazy about getting it. It's literally the shittiest shirt. Like the shirt outside that the guy sells for $10 is better quality and a cooler shirt than the one that they shoot into the audience. But people were fucking flipping out about it, and I wasn't like trying to catch it. Just kind of like landed in my row.
We're so dumb as a species. We're so dumb.
I know.
I
will say I caught it, and everyone's like, cool. Like, everyone's stoked on me for catching it. So that's why you catch it, because they're like, I've always wanted to catch it.
Did they throw it or they shot it out of a gun?
Out of a gun.
Oh, that's even cooler.
Yeah. And someone's like, you should have given it to a kid. I'm like, this was a 2XL.
Someone said that?
Yeah, on Twitter.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
So Shane was also okay. So here's the fun part: is it was a couple days after Shane hosted SNL, and the first, when they do the celebrities in the game, like they kind of dim after the first, after the first break, timeout, they kind of dimmed the lights a little bit and then just played Shane's monologue or some of Shane's monologue from SNL.
What?
And then they cut to him. And in the front row, it said Shane Gillis. He was the first celebrity that they cut to, and he got a huge applause.
Wow!
In Madison Square Garden, isn't that crazy? So he gave me a thumbs up. He gave a thumbs up. I was like, I geeked. I took a picture.
He gave me a thumbs up.
He gave me. Well, it looked like he was looking at me through the jumbotron. Okay. So I took a picture, and it went and I got like 4,000 likes, and I just shot on like my Facebook. I was scrolling, and the picture I took is on some like Shane Gillis fan page.
Dude, hell yeah!
And then I was also like. I was the first one also because I'm on Warriors. I was just on a Warriors NBA Instagram thing, and I was just like looking at something. I was like, "Holy shit, Steph's talking to he's talking to Shane." So I posted a screenshot, and then and then Shane liked that, so that got like a ton of likes too.
Dude, hell yeah!
And because I think he knows I'm a little geek for Steph. So what he said, because it went viral later when it was reported on, it went more viral. Where Shane was like, "Hey, Steph, I'm Shane," and Steph went, "I know who you are, man."
Yeah,
and then they like talk to each other. Yeah, that's so cool. I was.
You're just happy for comedy.
What's that?
You're happy for comedy. I mean,
I was happy for him. I lived like vicariously through that moment a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's two guys I like. It's two guys I really like. I like genuinely admire.
That's what I mean about comedy coming back to being relatable, though. I think people want to see that guy.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to see a celebrity. If you see Bert talking to Steph, you're
oh my god, I'd be so pissed off. I'd be so pissed.
Yeah.
If Bert Steph, the Warriors are like my favorite basketball team. When I was 10, I actually practiced with the Warriors.
He's like, okay, Bert.
He'd be like, get away.
Okay, Bert.
Okay, Bert.
Okay, Bert.
Did you see him crash the fucking Pat McAfee show and like the football player? Oh my god.
Yeah, I love it. I love that these people are imploding. I love that they're doing like what they think celebrities would do, and it's like it's coming full circle into like you know, before Instagram and all that stuff, when they would do like hack bullshit on like morning shows, people would pop in and be like, "Hey, ooh, we're wild."
Yeah,
it's like coming full circle to where they're not even doing it on purpose anymore. Maybe they're trying to do like a gag.
Right. Yeah.
It's like Norman getting like scooted off the New York Comedy Cellar or the
Comedy
Club stage. These people are like, it's almost scripted again to where it's like hack bullshit.
Right. Yeah.
That's just so funny that they did that and they realized it's like, no.
Yeah.
In being guys, the comics that just like come in and do what they want, you're now like a morning show goofball hack.
Yeah.
Like, this is an annoying thing for you to be doing.
Well, yeah, you have to be. I think you have to be funny. You can't just be. That's something just an obnoxious person who's famous does.
Yeah, there's no
bit. They're just like hawking their vodka.
That's what I mean, though. I think.
They were wasted. Yeah, but it's just obnoxious. It's just obnoxious drunk behavior, and it's embarrassing. It was caught on camera.
who was the quarterback? There's a
C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, and he just wasn't.
He had no idea who he was. He doesn't drink too, so he was like, "What the fuck?"
He landed a couple good jokes on him too, and I can't remember what it was.
That's what was embarrassing. Is Bert just wasn't. His whole thing, I guess, is being like ironically like I can like do a bunch of push-ups, but it's like. You just come across like there's at a certain point there's no joke and you just become like a middle-aged man who thinks he's athletic.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Nobody finds it entertaining. Yeah, because you're not that 100% of the day. It's like Larry the Cable Guy.
Right.
It's like you're being retarded.
Yeah.
Stop being
Stop being retarded,
you're
dude.
being retarded.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not like a dumb guy. You're being dumb.
But then I think he becomes that. Like you become your character. Like Larry the Cable Guy. Now he's just Larry the Cable Guy all the time.
Someone said he got canceled recently for that. A bunch of people are really mad at him because they just found out about it.
Oh, Zoomers. I love Zoomers discovering what we already knew 15 years ago.
That just recently flared up. I can't remember who was telling me that, but I watched a video on it.
Someone on Twitter was like, "Guys, did you know Debbie Downer came from an SNL sketch?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so old."
I hate you.
All right, I think that does it for this episode. I'm gonna go get a little coffee, and then we can do another one.
Yeah.
All right, cool.